bit of a different setup for this one, but have you ever wondered about why it is that some other video editors can easily charge 2 times, 3 times, or even 5 times as much as you for the same quality of work? And this also applies, by the way, if you're a video editing agency. Maybe you're struggling with only being able to charge $500, $1,000, maybe $2,000 per month, but you can never really understand how you could up your prices without facing resistance from clients. And you see some other people, again, right, who are just charging 2 times, 3 times, even 5 times as much for the same exact quality of work that you deliver as well. But for some reason, their clients are happily paying them that amount, while whenever you are trying to raise your prices, you are just facing resistance and prospects who don't want to pay that amount. Now, the concept that can also allow you to be able to charge those higher ticket prices and also have people gladly pay them is positioning. Now, the thing is, the way most video editors position themselves is they are highlighting the small nuances of their service, like, look, I edit in 4K, you get the crispiest video quality, or hey, I'm making you these custom animations in After Effects and these motion graphics, I'm not using any templates. But the reality is that businesses who you are trying to sell to don't really care about those nuances. At the end of the day, the main thing that they care about is how much revenue are they going to be generating through those videos. Because if you break it down to the bottom line, basically you are in the business to business services space, right? If you are a freelance video editor or you are a content agency owner, you are in both of these cases in B2B services. And the reason why any business purchases business services from other people or other service providers is because they want to make a return on their money. So what that means is if they are paying you $1,000 per month, they are expecting to be making more money from that back, or otherwise they are not going to continue paying you that, or they will not even pay you that in the first place. So by you highlighting the little nuances of your service and why you are so much better than other editors, you are not talking about the main thing that they want at the end of the day, which is to make more revenue and get an ROI on their service. So the way you are actually going to be able to charge those higher ticket prices is by just positioning yourself as the lubricant between them and their potential customers and more business transactions happening, between them, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what they want. They want more customers, they want more clients. And the way you can easily sell your service is by positioning it as the lubricant for that happening. What you want to do is decrease the friction between them and their potential customers getting booked into their calendar or landing on their funnel and purchasing their product. So if we really break it down, the main thing you need to do if you want to be able to charge those higher ticket prices is obviously be really good at your service. Like, that goes without saying. If your quality is trash, you're not going to be able to, compete with the top dogs. But if granted your quality is already good, then the main thing you need to do is really just position your service as a way for them to make more money with their business. And you can highlight different benefits of, let's say, your content services that you're selling, such as them being able to stand out from the competition and more people choosing them because of that, because they build a solid brand. You could talk about how content helps them build trust with their ideal prospects a lot easier, meaning they will get more people to, buy their products and services. You could talk about the extra exposure that they will be getting. You could talk about how you can help them save more time so that they will be able to reinvest that time back into their, product, improving that, spending more time with their customers to have a better customer experience and being able to get more referrals that way. You could talk about how they can position themselves as a more premium offer as well, so that they can charge higher ticket prices because of the brand that your quality of content is going to allow them to have, right? Like, there's a ton of different ways you can go at why your content is going to bring them an ROI. And obviously the best thing is, and this is what we do with our clients, is if you can, for example, let's say you are doing a YouTube done for you service for them, right? And you are doing everything from ideation to editing to posting the videos, coming up with the structure of them, all of that. And let's say you do a YouTube VSL for them, and in the first month they get $40,000 worth of deal for them. Like, that's the best thing. If you can get that level of results where there is like a pretty direct ROI from just the videos that you've done because they brought in so many deals, like, that's obviously the ideal scenario. But for most of you guys who haven't got any case studies yet, who haven't got a ton of previous results, the best thing you can do is just position your services from different angles and talk about the different ways that it can bring them more monetary results as well. for their business. And if you do already have results and your clients have gotten monetary ROI as well, then you want to be putting those results everywhere on the internet. You want to put it on your landing page or your portfolio. You want to be putting them on your social media accounts. You want to be using it in your outreach messages, because that's the main thing that drives trust in the B2B space. It's actual results. So if you are, again, wondering like what's the difference between you and all of those people who are charging way more for the same quality of services, it's the way they position their service and the way they can make it for the clients seem like, you know, more of a business investment and something that's going to bring them more return in the future than what the service actually costs. Because when you start focusing on pitching your offer from this angle, then instead of it being just, you know, a convenience offer like, oh, I don't have to worry about editing these videos, it goes into more of an opportunity to grow their business. And they will look at it from a completely different perspective. The attention goes from just looking at the minute details like, oh, is this guy editing 4K? Is he editing in After Effects? And instead of focusing on those, the focus goes on the actual value and potential value that it could bring to their business. And the key thing is that you want to get a very clear understanding of what do your ideal prospect actually want, right? I told you a bunch of examples and different ways you could position it from, but what you really need to do is get very clear on who you're helping with your services, figure out what are the biggest pain points, and then list those out on an actual piece of paper and come up with different ways that you can pitch your service in a way that it's going to be like a solution for all those pain points that they have, right? Like, how can you frame and position the same thing you're already selling in a way where it's going to help them overcome those issues that they are dealing with? If you can do that, then the client is going to feel understood when they're talking to you and when they are going on your landing page and, you know, hearing about your offer, and they are going to be way more likely to purchase from you than if you are just trying to pitch them on the little details of your service. So I hope you found this interesting and insightful. And I'm telling you, if you can really just implement this and also just take the time to understand this concept and implement it again in your own business as well, it's going to help you a lot. If you want some more help with getting beyond 10K a month, we might be able to help you with my business partner, Greg, at Grow Creatives. We've been able to help over a dozen people get above 6 figures a year with their content agencies. So if you are also interested in that and hearing more about our offer, you can click the first link in the description below. And other than that, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.